Hi students, this is day 105. Today we're going to expand and contract logarithms. So your objective is to expand and contract logarithms. This is another one of those procedural lessons in logarithms, something you need to know how to do before we get to the conceptual stuff. So what I need to do, have you do is please write down the day and the title and your objective. Please, let's have the teacher pause the video here. Alright, so we have our logarithms and we need to know how to work with them. So there's some properties we could use. So here are the steps for today. So let's have the teacher pause the video again. Let's have students write this down, please. Alright, so you should have written this down. So part of being able to do this is knowing how to expand and contract it when you need to, not just because the problem says so. So here are some rules. When we have log base m of m times n as like a package together, we could expand it to look like this. We'll talk about that in a moment. Or if we have a log base b of a base with m divided by n, two numbers being divided, then we could expand this to look like this. And when we have a logarithm of a number here, m, and it's being raised to the x, we could take this x and put it in the front and put it right here. This is our quotient property of logarithms. Okay? 3 properties, and that's how we do that, okay? Here we go. I'm going to apply some of these and you're going to follow along. Okay, numbers 1 and 2. We got log base 9 of 8 times 11. Okay, so it says expand each. So in this one you have a base of b and we got two numbers being multiplied. So remember, looking back at your notes, this looks like it's this first product property. So we're going to use the product property here. So we're going to keep our log base 9 and we're going to start with 8 because we have 8 times 11. Okay, since it's times, we're going to put a plus sign and then we're going to write log base 9 and then we have 11. Okay, so if we were to multiply 8 times 11 and we calculate the logarithm, it's just like calculating the logarithm base 9 of 8 and we add log base 9 of 11. That's it. Super easy, right? That's your answer. Okay, so again, what did I do? First thing I did was noticed that the direction said expand. We have a log of a base of two numbers that are being multiplied together. When I do that, we write down log base 9 of 8 times log base, or plus log base 9 of 11. Okay, and that's your answer. Super easy. Okay, number 2 looks a little more difficult. It's not. Okay, so we got a couple things going on here. We got log base 4 of a number and it's being raised, right? So look at your notes. If you look at your notes here, we got a power property we're going to use, and you also got this quotient property. So we're going to do 2 properties on this one. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, you could do this a couple ways, but we're going to take out this 3 and move it to the front. So we got 3 log base 4 of u over v. Okay, the next thing I'm noticing is that I have this quotient property here. So the quotient property, what I'm going to do is expand it. So I'm going to keep the 3. We're going to keep log base 4, and we're going to write the numerator first, which is u, and then since it's the quotient property, we have to put a minus sign, and we're going to do that again. We're going to have 3 out in the front again. Log base 4 and of v on this one. Okay, and that's it. That's how you expand it. That's numbers 1 and 2. Let's have the teacher pause the video here as students write this down. I'm going to move on now. Alright kids, so now we're going to think backwards. Before we talked about expanding, now we're going to condense logarithms, okay? So when we condense logarithms, we got to make sure that the logarithms that are being added to each other have the same base. That is a prerequisite. So if you look at number 5, we have common log, and I said common log because look at the base. There's no base here, so we could assume it's a 10, right? Common log of 2 plus the common log of 11. Okay, so we want to combine these together. So here we go. We're going to, since they have the same base of 10, we're going to take common log of 2, right? We have a plus sign in the middle, which means we're going to multiply 2 times 11 here. Okay? 2 times 11 we could bring together. What's 2 times 11? 22, right? So our answer is going to be common log of 22. Alright, super easy, right? Our last one, number 6, we're going to condense this one. We have 6 times the common log of 12, right? So remember we have a coefficient in the front here. We could use the power property and bring that over, okay? So we're going to write common log of 12, and then it's going to be to the 6th power. That's it. So let's have the teacher pause the video here. Let's have students write this down. Alright, we're going to move on here. So I'd like you to do a little practice before we move on. So we have 2 sections here, 3 problems each. Please expand each of these and then condense them. Let's see how you do, and then I'll show you the answers. So what we're going to have the students do is have them try these out for about, let's see, there are 6 problems. Let's have you take 6 minutes to do these. Teacher's going to pause the video now, and then I'm going to show you the answers when you kids are all done. Alright students, so you should have tried these out. So here we go. Here are the answers. Okay, let's check your work. On this one, you might be asking, how did this square root of a turn out? What's a different way to write square root of a? Well, you could say square root of a is like saying a to the 1/2, right? And when I do that, I could put that in the front. You're wondering why is there saying this? Well, before they wrote it like this, it was like saying 1/2 times the log of base 8 to the a, or of a, right? And we could write log base 8 of a over 1. When you do that, you get this answer here. Okay? Same idea for number 2. Or I'm sorry, not number 2. I guess this one is just backwards, right? Okay, so check your work. I know that this is it could be a little bit confusing, but I will talk to you more about it next week when we get back. And your AMs, make sure you keep up with them, and your AM 2.0 is okay, kids? Well, have a good day. Thank you so much.